Yeah. So what's going on, man? What's on your mind? What you want to chat
Um,
about, Nate?
so I remember you had showed me your schedule. I think it was on RESimpli. You had showed it to me or something like that, or Google Calendar.
Yep.
I'm not too sure, but I like how you had it all like planned out. So like from I forget like what it was like 10 to like 12, you would do calling in the morning and like you'll be calling again at night, and then you know what I mean.
Right, right.
Because I'm just trying to figure out what as a wholesaler, what I have to do each day. You know what I mean?
Right, absolutely, man. Great questions to ask too. Um, so you're are you like solopreneur, or what role are you playing with Michael? Are you the one like
So
farming the
so
leads,
I
generating
would
leads,
be
and getting
I
the leads?
would be the one wholesaling. Like I would be the one, calling and getting stuff on the contract, and whether sending it to you or Mike, you know what I mean? And
Right,
then he'll be the one with the funds.
right, absolutely, yeah.
Yeah.
So yeah, man. So the number one highest income generating, or like number one thing you could be doing is talking to sellers. Really just talking
Yeah.
to people, talking to sellers in general. You need to be tracking on a daily basis how many calls you make and how
Yeah.
many offers you make.
Yeah.
Like,
I don't know if
well,
you ever heard of Monday.com.
Monday.com.
It's basically like similar to RESimpli, where I can track and see okay, I call this person once, plug in certain things.
Oh, awesome. Yeah, there's so many great ones out
Yeah.
there. That must be awesome. The technology is moving so fast. It's awesome. I'm excited about RESimpli's update that's coming up this the 28th.
Yeah. We were gonna use that one, but
Yeah,
we wanted
as long as you
it's
get
like this own CRM, right?
right. It's like all in, well, almost all encompassing. That's what the owner Sherrod was trying to do. But yeah,
Yeah.
man, as long as you have some way, it could be a Google document, it could be a spreadsheet, but as long as you have some way of, and when I say track daily, I mean that you can break it down daily. Maybe something that you actually tally the numbers on a weekly basis, but you break it up by the day. I mean, I think looking at it by the day is really good because you're like, oh wow, I only made 30 calls yesterday. Let me step it up.
Yeah, I was either Mike sent it to me or you sent it to me, but I was looking at your document and it was basically like a spreadsheet of you like keeping track of,
Right.
okay, my goal for the week is 15, or okay, you did 30 for the week, or stuff like that,
Right. So
and
you
what's
have
the
that
average and all that.
right. So you have that spreadsheet. So you know what those are the like talking to sellers and making offers is the important
Yeah.
activities you can control. And so yeah, it's just a matter of time blocking it, man. I don't know what your schedule is like, but I would take a look at your schedule and I would
Yeah.
do at least 3 days, but the more 3 or 4
Uh-huh.
days where I mean, hopefully you can do all 7 days or all six or
Yeah,
5 days.
right.
At least really at least 4 days really where you have
Calling.
calling for at least 3 hours.
Right.
And I don't say it don't have to be 3 hours in a row, but it might be helpful. But I would just long as I would look at your schedule, and I don't know what your routine is for looking at the schedule. Maybe you work your schedule out weekly. I do mine at the beginning of the week. I chart out my week, and then every night I revisit the next day, and then every
Yeah.
morning I revisit again. I'm visualize what I'm doing. I'm writing down. I make sure those big rocks happen first too. The big important things that are pushing us towards our business and our life goals. Really, put life goals.
Yeah. Hey, I get what you're saying.
Yeah,
So
and
what?
then
So
make sure it's scheduled. But I would already, yeah, I would already have it like time blocked off. Like, I don't know if you're the person who wants every week time
yeah,
block.
I want to have mine time block. Do you do yours in Google Calendar or Google Sheets, and like, you know what I mean?
Yeah. Well, really, my time blocking really is my journal, bro.
Okay, is it?
I do have Google Calendar where I have like times blocked off because my other W-2 job to make sure nothing is scheduled in there. I
Right.
have a support or administrator or assistant, well, not assistant, but she supports my calendar. So I want to make sure that she's not putting any time in when I'm supposed to be talking to sellers.
Right.
And do you have a partner, or are you living with anybody, or anything at all
No,
like that?
I still live at home. Hopefully, I get
Okay.
a couple of deals and be able to, move out.
Oh yeah, shoot, man. But man, but I would also like just let those folks know, because one thing I've gotten away from, because I'm a creature of habit, but I'm glad we're having this conversation because it reminded me the habits that helped us get where we are. I need to go remember the basics. So in other words, I would tell your folks like, okay, hey y'all, this is my schedule for the week. These times are sacred. So I know important.
Yeah, and the thing with, my family Trinidadian, so it's always people at the house at any time of the day, like in the houses, we live in town. So I can hear the conversations, like even when I'm joining like the the wholesale call every Friday.
Right.
It's like I try to keep myself on mute because like it's so much noise going on. I'm like, bro, I need to get out. You know what I mean?
So hard,
I'd rather
bro.
do it in my car or something. Sit in my car and do it.
Shundel, they just asked you a story, man. Like if I could show you the corner of that, like there was a time where I was literally in like one of our, it's a room, but it might as well be a closet based on all the stuff that Shanita has in there. And I'm just in the corner. Or sometimes, like I'm literally having a conversation with you now. My fiance is on the couch next to me. So yeah, those like, but as best you can, time block it. Tell your family that this is time that's honored, and please give me my space and go off in that space, and don't be distracted by the outside world while you go and get it in, because you're doing it for those folks and for yourself.
Yeah.
Anyway. So, but I can't like tell you, okay, do it between 7:30 and 8:30. What I would do is just like be real reflective, be introspective, look at what you have in front of you, start scheduling weekly, and then schedule daily. And when you're scheduling weekly and daily, think about not just yourself succeed doing this stuff, but think about any of the obstacles that may come up and how you might get around it. Like, okay, I know I'm gonna need to do this, so I'm gonna make sure that I, do this to respond to that barrier. But yeah, I like to call. My routine was, this is straight from Brent Daniels. None of this stuff is like, I'm not making up any of this stuff. It's just
right. No, yeah, I believe you.
but we have a similar personality as far as like, well, not personality, schedule. He likes to hunt in the morning. And gather in the afternoon. And I did the exact same thing. I would get up in the morning, and when I was cold calling, I cold called from 9 to about 11, 9 to 8:30 to 11:30, but 9 to 11, I know I was cold calling. And then I'll have a little bit of lunch, and I would go out into the field, and I would go out into the field and drive for dollars.
I'm sorry about that. I was trying to fix my camera and it kind of shut me off.
No problem. Good to see you, man.
Yeah.
So then I would drive for dollars, get my drive for dollars hours, and I would try to get at least 50 properties drive for dollars a day when I was like slowly ramping up. And then in the evening, I would do all my follow-up calls, like to keep them warm, and that's where the money was. And I would do all my like appointments and everything.
Yeah.
And on the weekend, I had my I had my schedule of like, I still have it, where I would collect all the KPIs and all the numbers on Saturday between like 9 and 11. It takes me a really short amount of time now, but that's the stuff that we actually are giving to a VA now. But
yeah, okay, a virtual assistant.
Well, a lot of that stuff we give to a virtual. The cold caller now. I still do follow-ups, but yeah. But regardless, for you, man, I think that you have that system. Go ahead and time block when you're calling for prospecting for new leads, and separate when you're gathering, when you're doing the follow-ups or going to appointments or doing all that stuff.
Yeah, so this what, let me see if I can flip this camera around. So this what I was kind of starting with. I just found this little template. I don't know if you can see.
Oh yeah.
So it's like, I wake up for 6. By the time I do my savers and whatnot.
Yeah, savers. That's what I'm talking about.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
By the time I do my savers and all that, I'll probably be at the gym by 8, and by the time I eat breakfast and whatnot. So I'll be at the gym for like an hour and a half tops. And then, after the gym, I could drive for dollars. And then after that, it's like, what do I do? So it's like, should I like take a break? Can I actually share this document with you?
Oh, absolutely, man. Yeah, that sounds great. And I appreciate you letting us record this and share with, but just in case like there is somebody happen to be watching, all 2 of our subscribers. Savers is that morning routine that Hal Elrod.
Oh yeah. I actually heard it on the Flipping Junkie podcast, and I did more research.
Yeah, Michael sent me some Flipping Junkie on podcast. That's so much. It be the information world, man. It's like no excuse for anybody, bro. Yeah, I love the savers, man. It helps me get my mind right, man. Yeah. So, anyways,
email again. It's not popping up.
It's Courtney at Aqua Team Properties.
At Aqua Team.
Courtney at aquateamproperties.com. Yep. So yeah, man. But you said after that, I would like the times to call people between 9 a.m. and 8:30 p.m. Anytime between there, I would call. And I would when you're calling, if you're doing more than 3 hours or more, I would every 25 minutes give yourself like a 2-minute break or whatever. I mean, it depends on your body and how you feel and all. But yeah, I would.
Said from, let me write this down in the little notes. You said from 9 a.m. to
8 p.m. is like times that I would recommend are like okay to call people. Sometimes I stretch it out to 8:30. If I'm doing follow-ups and it's hot and it's warm and they tell me to call back at 9, I can, but I try to shut it off so that you
you have your own time too.
Yeah, but I'm not calling straight during that time. I'm just saying those are the times that people.
Yeah.
I don't. You could Google this, but I think that most people respond to cold calls or calls between Tuesday and Thursday, 9 a.m. to 11, and 4 to 7 is what I heard someone say before. I didn't vet that, but I always just kept in my head. Okay, 9 to 11, and I just kept that, and then in the evening, call people.
Okay, so how does I just shared it with you, so you can pull it up on your own screen too and look along with me. So usually I like to go to the gym, and I like to go to the gym in the mornings. I wake up at 6, do my savers, probably eat breakfast or don't eat breakfast, and I'll be at the gym, but by 8 o'clock for the latest. Sometimes it might be like earlier, 7:30 maybe, but like by 8 o'clock for the latest.
You shower at the gym and everything, or you come back to?
I probably come back and shower, or I mean I can start showering at the gym too, but I like to come back and shower because I got my little products and stuff in the house.
Yeah, I mean this as long as whatever you do, as long as it's consistent. I like if you're coming straight from the gym and driving for dollars because it's more efficient and so you can get back home and make those calls, cool. But like I would feel like conquering one of the most important things, and that's hunting. The most important thing is that follow up, but hunting is like almost second. So like, soon the drive for dollars, I mean, you can get that done, and plus the way you can pull lists now. I mean, I know everyone says drive for dollars is the best list.
Mike, I love a DealMachine.
Yeah, DealMachine is awesome, but you can pull from Propstream. I'm not saying don't drive for dollars because it's great to get to know the market. What I'm saying is like when your energy is high. It depends on when is your energy highest? When are you feeling like really like? Have you noticed that your energy is high? Is it after activity or is it a certain time of day?
Yeah, I'm always feeling pretty good.
Hey, yeah, well, you good to go, man. Well, shoot. Pop in a 2-hour block. Yeah, but my fiance can hear my business partner too.
Yeah.
That's usually after working out.
So I said hi.
Man, he said.
Usually have those endorphins like up, and so that might be an ideal time.
Yeah.
Come shower and then get on the phone because he's got that natural high.
That's exactly what I do too. I jog, and my saver, of course, it has workout in the morning.
Yeah.
I feel good. I'm worked out, and in the evening, I feel like not Casanova. I just feel real good on the phone after my evening jog. And I jog in the evening too, and I'm just relaxed and I'm just feeling good. But so I guess it depends on your body. When do you feel? Huh? Could you Shundel? Could you hear what she said?
No, say that again.
Could you hear what she said? What she said about the after the gym and the endorphins?
I was barely hearing her say. Could you say it again?
She said that she would think that after you work out and your body has the natural endorphins, it's a great time to get on the phone and do the job.
I agree with that because like I was saying, I always feel like kind of like pumped and after the gym, you know what I mean?
Right. So I would maybe work out. I would maybe call them instead of driving dollars. Call. Yeah.
Okay. So what's the best day what's the best split I should do for calling?
That's really depending on you. I know most people get burnt out after 4 or 5 hours. There are a lot of folks over like some Filipino workers. I don't mean generalize, but the ones I've experienced are like workhorse. They can go 8 hours.
8 hours, yeah.
But I feel like after
3
hours, I start getting that. So I would do 3 to 5 hours. I think 3 hours is minimum. 5 hours is.
Do you know, like you were saying, Tuesdays and Thursdays are the best day to call?
No, I was saying some research, and I haven't vetted it, said that Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday between 9 and 11, and I think it was like 4 and 7 are the times that most people are answering their phones.
Okay.
But depends on every market. So I just took that and run with it. But I try to call Monday through Friday.
Monday through Friday.
But
What-
my business is transitioning a little bit.
What would you recommend I start off with calling? Because you recommend 3 days, 4 days, or just do 5 days?
5.
5 days?
I recommend you get as many. Yeah, I recommend that you get, like, it's that Michael Gladstone, that Gladwell.
Yeah. Yeah.
10,000 hours. You need to get those hours, get those reps in. Get those
Okay.
reps in, and like earn the right to fire yourself from the position by like working. And so call as many as you can. If your time is really constricted, then pick 4 days. But I would
Okay,
call 5 days a week.
So I get back at the gym at like 9:30. I'll probably take an hour, take a shower, settle myself down, or an hour and a half, settle myself down. And by like 11, I can start
Hour
calling.
and a half. No, I'm bad.
I'm still young, man.
You should be still young. You got energy, man.
No, I'm the type of person and I'm like, sometimes in the morning, I just sit down on the edge of my bed and think about any like random things. I'm like, yo, get up, do something. I'm like sitting for 30 minutes.
And tackle with action. But yeah, go ahead. So after that,
So probably by 11, I can definitely start calling.
Hey, as long as you honor it, man. Whatever you do, whatever your attention goes to grow. So what you say, you call from 11 to 1, 11 to 2, or call 11 to 4?
I can do like 11 to 1. Yeah, that sounds about right. 11 to 1. What was that, 3 hours?
11 to 1, 2, that's 2 hours, 12.
I do 11 to 2.
But then you call again in the evening and do another 2 hours in the evening?
Yo, yeah, I can do another 2 hours in the evening. Yeah, that sounds about right. Split it up, 4 hours each day.
Yeah.
For 5 days. What's that? 20 hours a week.
Yeah, I think 2 hours. Like, I just getting my mojo on that second hour groove. Yeah, you'll get a lot of energy from it, like these calls.
Yeah.
You know that you're just stacking up your pipeline, and so many people you're gonna be able to help, so much value you're gonna be able to add, and so much money you're gonna be able to make from all that.
Yeah, cold calling. I watch so many YouTube videos with, like people like, I'm a young wholesaler and do this and that. There's this one girl, she's really nice. She had 3 contracts. She had 3 houses under contract. And like our first 3 like fell through.
Yeah.
And then her 4th one, I think it was like her 5th week, and she finally got her first deal, and landed.
She kept on going. That pipeline, yeah. So I think our first 12 may have fallen through, man. It was, and there's still some that fall out for, that's why we just focus on the behaviors that's going to get the key performance indicators that we want. So if I'm calling people, making offers, if we're putting it out there, there's tons of other stuff, but those key things, we know that, the inevitable ones that fall out are going to be supported by the ones that go through, because we just feeling it.
Yep.
Now you need to schedule time before your follow-ups too, man. You're gathering. You need to schedule that.
Right. So do you think I should do my follow-ups more at night, or I should do like, say it again?
I'll just say, just pick a time and be consistent with it. Night does seem kind of, that's the way I do it, but pick a time, whatever times you pick, just be consistent with it. And I think right now,
do you think I should do it like this? Let me see. Oh, you on the Google Docs?
Yeah.
Or you think I should do it like one day cold calling in the morning, and then the next day like follow up, and then whatever. If I do follow up in the morning, I don't do it like that.
Oh, I don't. Oh, okay, yeah. You could do that. Oh, I thought you were going to say.
She agrees with me.
Yeah. I thought you were about to say one day do cold calling, then next day do follow up, one day do cold calling. I don't agree with that schedule. I think you got to do those behaviors every day. Cold call.
No, it would be every day, but it would just be like, okay, I'll cold call in the morning this day, and then I'll follow up at night. And,
that'd be cool.
And then if I cold call in the morning, or if I follow up in the morning, then I cold call at night.
Yeah, sure.
The reason I think that makes sense is because like you'll be able to determine when you have the most energy. And so we'll be able to kind of see like, I feel like I'm like on cloud 9 and I'm able to go after it like more so in the morning. So you want to be able to sometimes do the cold calls in the
Yeah.
morning and sometimes follow up and lock up those deals.
Right.
Yep.
And so when you follow up, make sure, like, I was going to say the exact same point. I think it's a great point. You'd be able to basically do a test, split testing.
Yeah, see if I'm good in the morning or I'm good at night.
And also, like, make sure your CRM, whichever one you're using, the Monday or whatever one you use, that you have a way of tracking your follow-ups, because your leads, that's why you want to make sure that you're tracking qualified leads, ones who you can help, ones who are said they are ready to sell or maybe down the road may be ready to sell. And as you're scoring these leads and tracking them, you know, you're putting them on your calendar so that you can follow up, because because that's going to be a big problem, a good problem to have, but a big problem to have so many leads as you keep on following up. So I gotta get better at this too, of qualifying leads. So I'm talking to people who are ready, but I'm not also throwing away and losing leads that I can help down the road and, you know, monetize down the road.
Yeah.
I see you tracking it. So you
So what did I say? I said 11 to what? 11 to 1, 2 hours in the morning, 2 hours at night.
Yep.
Yeah. Let me fix this. It's so weird doing stuff on like Google Sheets. Like the stuff don't move how you want it to move.
Are you used to Excel?
Yeah.
I've got a little comfortable with Google Sheets. I think I learned a little more about Excel through Google Sheets, actually.
Yeah.
Just from like, you know, past using it and all.
11 to, how do I stretch this? Okay, merge cell. Okay, that's how I do it.
Yeah, man. And just like that young lady was sharing her stuff, man, I would urge you to, I mean, don't get too overwhelmed by it, but like as you can, just document your journey, man. You don't have to you don't have to create content, just document what you're doing, because you'll be inspiring people, you'll be able to look back, reflect. And quite honest, this is the new form of marketing. It's like all over, like, you know, calling and stuff like that. Well, like I trust Shundel because he has content out there. He seems credible because out there. It's it's interesting. We're on the cusp of it. At least I assume I'm acting like I'm an expert. I'm just hearing what other people are observing, what these business folks are saying. So and it's eventually, and then it's evergreen, bro. Like all this putting out there on YouTube, 5 years from now, 3 years from now, 2 years,
I can blow up or something. You don't know.
It's like, so we might, that about blow up, but it's also like being able to work with people who wholesalers or raising private money. People like, oh,
you might just be looking up to me. I would never even know it.
Right. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, bro.
11 to, so cold calling, follow up, driving for dollars. What else is there I could do as a wholesaler?
Track your numbers weekly. Track your numbers weekly and break them up by the day. So track your numbers.
So do I like put a time out for that, or do I just like keep a mental note, like track my numbers?
I would treat it like a business. Like, you know, if you're tracking it's your company. What day does your company track its numbers? And this is stuff that you'll eventually be hiring out to other folks. But yeah, track your numbers. So all this stuff you get from DealMachine, you can Google how to export your list, so you can know how many weekly you got from DealMachine. You'll know how many calls you made based on whatever you use. The Mojo. What caller you use?
I'm Twilio.
Yeah, cool. I heard some good stuff about it. So you'll be able to track and then break it down by the days, and you'll be able to just track how many offers you make in the week.
Yeah.
And just keep tracking that on a weekly basis, man. And track how much money.
You do that like once a week or like?
Yeah, I do that once. It all collects over the week, and then I do it once a week on Saturdays. I document the numbers.
That sounds all right.
Yeah, and then we have our meeting. The only sad part, we have our meetings on the weekends, and because both of us have 2 full demanding jobs, and she works on Monday, so she's exhausted by the time she get home. I'd rather us not have to just try to save the weekend for drive for dollars and family and stuff. But
yeah,
what it is.
Yep.
Yeah,
so,
man.
I'm trying to think what time. Yeah, okay. I probably want to track my numbers. So track my numbers, cold calling, follow up, driving for dollars, and that's pretty much it.
There is one other thing I would schedule in here that is very important. it's like find a once a week type of like networking connection type thing. Like COVID's opening, I mean the world's open back up. So brick and mortar would be great. You know, Zoom if you're doing that, cool. But like find a community that you can keep showing your face in.
Oh, right. I put in every Friday for the wholesale call at 3:30.
Yeah, the wholesale call at 3:30. That's great. Yeah. So yeah, pick your times where you Kobe in the gym, man. I would be reading sales, soak up anything you can about sales training, especially the Sandler method, because that's all these folks are teaching. Steve Trang and Todd Toback and those amazing coaches out there.
Yeah. That was it. Sandler.
Sandler, yeah. Okay. Sandler training. Man, there's a ton of books. So just find ones that like, you know, I have one I just bought. You can't learn how to ride a bike from going to a seminar, something like that. It's supposed to be dope. But it breaks down the sales process, because we get in the gym and we shooting our free throws and nobody watching, man. We get on the phones, we're just gonna be beasts. Or in front of people, we're gonna be beasts and be able to really identify who we can help, who we can't. And that challenge that equals money, which equals resources and time and all that stuff, man.
Yeah.
Yeah. So find like a networking group. You in Baltimore where you live?
Yeah, I'm in Baltimore, yeah.
Yeah, there's one I used to go to that's starting back up every Friday at 12. So I guess Friday's my professional development day. But Friday at 12 o'clock over in Wilkins, you should go out there, man. You could go out there and get you could be set up as an investor. You go in there, get your money, get your contractors, get your title company, get your appraiser.
What is it, like a REIA group? Like a REIA group?
Yeah, but it's like for folks, and it's like for folks who are really like just doing deals, real bunch of blue collar, cool folks. Yeah, really good folks out there, but it's so well known. It's not like the REIA where it's like stand in front of the hotel room and present and then sell it.
Yeah.
Which those are good too. Those are good to go to, but you just it was more, hey, what's up, Jim? What you got for me today? And drinking, drinking with each other, and you get deals done though. You can connect with other wholesalers, see how other wholesalers are doing their things, connect with other investors, like all type of folks. Yeah, I'm gonna be there this Friday, so I would pick something like that.
Yeah.
But yeah, man. So let me know how it goes, man. And always, if you have any questions, man, I think you're doing. It's amazing that you made so young. You're getting this, Shundel. So I wish I had mentors. I mean, I said I'm a mentor, but like your Uncle Michael.
I look at you as one of my mentors too.
Oh man, well I appreciate the honor, man. I'm glad to be a part of your journey, man.
I appreciate you sitting and helping me.
Anytime, man. But just I know this won't be the last conversation. If you want to chat tomorrow, chat in time.
Yeah.
No, we can make this happen, man.
Okay, cool.
Anything I can help with or think about? Weekend since sidearm quarterback over my couch.
I think that's it for right now. I was asking Mike about Propstream and stuff like that, but he was like, we'll worry about that when we get there. So, that's it right now. But I know I'm gonna have more questions in the future.
Absolutely, bro. Yeah, because Propstream is a great tool, man. It's gotten a lot better and it's amazing now, especially when
because I was asking him about like comping properties and all that, and he was just like, because one of my things was like, what if I get a house on the contract and it's too high or something like that? Like I need to run comps and see, you know what I mean?
Yeah, but in your contract you have contingencies. You have the 7-day, 10-day inspection period and stuff like that. I mean, you don't want to lock up contracts too high and have to go back. Nobody likes that. So I understand saying that
back out, and you know what I mean, like kind of build like a bad reputation.
I hear you. But it's all in like being honest, like, and be honest, man. The one way you're gonna make money is thinking of yourself as solving problems. You solve people's problems, so that who solve problem make money, and folks who make money in this space is the folks who have tough conversations. I hate it, man. But like me going back and like telling a seller I can't do something, or following up with a seller, or doing just being honest with them, it allows me to keep my integrity, which is great. I get there's times where I haven't done that. I failed at it because either I'm like, it slipped through the cracks, or I feel too busy, or I make some excuse, or I'm scared and nervous, don't want to talk to them. And it stays in my energy, man. So I would it's tough, but also this is what I would say, but 9 times out of 10, having a tough conversation is way easier than worrying about it. So
that's true.
Solving problems and tough conversations means if you do that a lot, that means you're stepping into discomfort and you're growing, and it's growing.
Yeah.
You got this, bro.
Thank you. Appreciate it.
Yeah. All right, man. I'll send this conversation to you too, so you can.
All right, appreciate that. See you guys.
All right, peace.